In my last video, we worked our way through Stormveil Castle, although we didn't stop to see all the sights and sounds hidden around this area. So let's take one last trip around this compound to uncover some of the cool and downright bizarre things you can find around here. I'm Jamie Latour, and here are some Stormveil Castle secrets. Let's start off with one of the absolute weirdest things I have found in the entire game. Come out from the lift side chamber, side of grace, and go around this corner, and there will be a ledge that you can drop down to here. You may take a bit of fall damage, so slap on some of that soft cotton if you have any. Keep going down these wooden platforms, there'll be a couple of items you can get, nothing amazing, but I'll gladly stuff my pockets full of more stuff, and then you'll be in this area with all of these crumbled statues and a gang of rats, including a big mama rat. Now head over to this spot and you'll hear the telltale jingle-jangling of a scarab right here, and you can kill it to get the Rancor Call spell. Now go this way and you'll see this rather suspicious looking area. Looks pretty empty, huh? It's almost like there should be something huge and imposing here. Well, unsurprisingly, when you drop down, the ground will rumble, and a giant ulcerated tree spirit will pop out of the ground. This guy winds up being a boss in another dungeon, but here he's just an enemy who will likely destroy you. There are also some items scattered around here, and one of them is a stone sword key. So if you could pick that up during all of this commotion, you definitely should. To be honest, this thing was kicking my ass, so I ran away, and I began climbing this massive ladder that is so big, the Snake Eater theme should start playing while you climb it. After a bit, the tree spirit was no longer paying attention to me, so I was able to just kind of slide back down. Now you might be wondering to yourself, what's so weird about this area? Well, I'll tell you, by this ladder is this friggin' terrifying thing. Look at this! What the hell is this? It's some kind of melted head thing with sunken eyes and tentacles coming out of its mouth? I hate and love this. Over here is a talisman you can pick up, and it's called the Prince of Death Pustule. In the description, it mentions that it was taken from the facial flesh of the Prince of Death, who was the first demigod to die, named Godwyn, who is buried underneath the capital. So I guess this used to be Godwyn, which begs the question, what the hell was Godwyn, and why does it look like this? Oh, and I did come back to this spot when I was much stronger, and I killed the tree spirit, and that gets you a golden seed, which is pretty great. Now from the Ramparts Tower side of grace, in the section with all those damn birds, you'll see this part right here. This is a ledge that you could drop down over, and you could just keep going down and down and down and down, and eventually you will get to this part. And when you go over here, the ground will crumble beneath you. But don't worry, there's a couple of bushes below you that will inexplicably break your fall. You'll then hear another jingle jangle, and you'll find this scarab that you could kill to get the Storm Assault Ash of War. Then continue on, and holy crap, it's a Crucible Knight. This is another enemy that you could fight as a boss if you go to the Stormhill Everjail, and he's really freaking hard. He's tough here too, so you can follow my cowardly lead and hide in these bushes until he passes by, and then you can just go over here and then just take this elevator back up into the castle. There is a somber smithing stone too in this corner that you may want to grab as well. And like the tree spirit, I came back when I was ridiculously over leveled and smashed this guy to get this neat incantation as a reward. Now we have some stone sword key spots. There are two areas where you can jam a stone sword key into an imp statue to find some good loot. However, if you reach these spots and you don't have a stone sword key, you're probably going to be pretty bummed. Luckily, there are two stone sword keys hidden around Stormveil Castle. Now I already showed you the first one, which is around the tree spirit. The second one is near that lavish dining room where you got the Mimic's Veil. Instead of going in that room, use this pile of sacks to get over this wall. Go along here and just keep going, and you'll see this thin rope ladder that you can climb. You'll be up on this roof and you can drop down onto this guy and then open this door, which will put you somewhere between the dining room and that hallway that had the grafted scion in it. Then go through here, kill this guy, and on that corpse right there, there's your stone sword key. There's also a chest here, and it's got a pickled turtleneck in it, which is nice, I guess. As for where you use these keys, take the elevator down from the Ramparts Tower site of Grace, and then go to the left over here to find the first Imp Statue. Use the key, kill the guys inside, and you'll find the Iron Wet Blade, which will let you add the heavy, keen, and quality affinities to your weapons. Along with that, you'll also get a wooden shield and the Misery Cord? I'm not sure. It's a dagger. It might be a good dagger too, but I don't really mess around with daggers, so I don't know. The second Imp Statue is found by going through the courtyard, turning left, going down these stairs into this room with all of these rats. Pop the key in, and you'll find 2 chests containing a God Slayer seal and a God Skin prayer book. So, pretty good stuff if you're someone who's running a faith build. Also in this courtyard is this building here that houses a painting called Prophecy. You've likely found little artist shacks here and there that have paintings like this, and they require you to find the location that's shown in the painting to get a reward. I'm gonna give you the solution to this one. You need to travel to the Church of Pilgrimage in the Weeping Peninsula. Go behind the church to the cliffs, and this ghost will appear and disappear, leaving behind the Warhawk ashes, which means you can now summon one of those annoying birds to fight for you. Now I am the Bird Man. And finally, there's a few other things that I didn't touch on in the Stormveil Castle walkthrough video. When you take this lift up, if you go left instead of right, you could actually murder a bunch of adorable jar kids and a big bad jar man. Then after they're all smashed, you can collect some cracked pots, or jar corpses, I suppose, to craft some more throwable bombs with. From the Rampart site of Grace, there's a whole section up these stairs. You can get to the rooftop from here, go over this ledge, and then drop down onto this roof. Climb up onto these broken bits, and then walk along this ledge, and you'll wind up at this spot. Kill these guys to the left, climb up the ladder, and then when you get here with all the birds, you'll get the Claw Talisman. Near the fat man and his dog will be this statue that has something glowing inside of it. You need to go this way from the lift side chamber site of Grace. Deal with some birds that now not only slash you, but also breathe fire. Stop giving the birds more things to do, please. Then go forward here, and you'll see this little golden tree where you can get a golden seed, and you'll also see this giant troll and his buddies. What you need to do is lure the troll all the way over to the statue and trick him into smashing it with an attack. This will give you 5 smithing stone 1s and a smithing stone 2. And there we go. That's a pretty comprehensive look at Stormveil Castle. The only thing we have left to do is to kick the crap out of Godric the Grafted, which is what we're going to do next time. For now, check out thegamer.com for more Elden Ring news and guides, and we're gonna see you back here on the channel when we fight and kill a demigod.